Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start out this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, that rule well and teach well while learning the truth, the 100% truth according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the Lord's elect, the 144,000 the men, prophets, servants scattered abroad the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you sincere believers out there as well that believe in the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. Shalom. And in today's lesson is going to be titled, The Prophets Have Warned You, Things Will Only Get Worse. And I'm going to be titling today's lesson that, building off of this article that I came across that I'm going to read into, that was uploaded on the End Time Headlines. And as the article reads, it says, plunging global oil supplies threaten to push fuel prices even higher, right? So, we all understand and know about the situation that you have going on over there in Western Asia, the so-called Middle East, the conflict that's going on between America, Iran, and Israel, and the whole situation that you have going on regarding the Strait of Hormuz, and we know that 20% of the oil that ultimately gets flowed and go into different countries, it passes through that strait. But due to this war going on, there's been a lot of, things surrounding the strait to where the oil and things of that nature have not been able to get passed through it due to it being blocked and other different things, pertaining to this war. So ultimately, they're basically saying that, the American people, right, these Babylonians, which all of us, because we're all in Babylon the Great, real soon we're basically about to go to the pumps, at these stores, and you're going to see gas prices extremely high, right? But ultimately, the men of the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we've been warning you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, both men and women, right, that things here in this country are about to ultimately take a turn for the worse real soon. So people are still able to afford gas now, even though, since this war has ultimately been going on, the prices of gas in different states throughout Babylon has been going up, like slowly, like you may have it in certain states where the gas may have went up a few cents or $1 or $2, but ultimately it's about to get way worse than that, man. And that's basically what they're saying, that, the prices of gas are about to get extremely high in this place, man. Right? People are going to be going to the stores, man, in the next coming days, weeks, months, right? And your gas may be $4 or $5 a gallon now, but hey, that's going to triple. That's going to double. Gas is going to start being $5, $10, $15, $20 a gallon. That's how bad things are about to get, man. And these are the things we're warning our people about and telling them, man. That's why we're telling you Israelites ultimately out there to get right with the Lord while you got time, man. Because, hey, if you don't think in your mind that evils are not about to plague and bombard this place, man, you sadly mistaken, because the writing is on the wall that things are about to get heated here in this earth, man, and that things are about to get worse, as we've been warning about, man, starting out with the apostles and the elder bishops of the Great Millstone, the men on down, for years, man, blowing the trumpet and warning our people that things are about to get worse here in this earth, man, chiefly here in America, Babylon the Great, But I'm actually bring out this scripture that I got, right? We're going to go to Romans, right, chapter 13, verse 11. But I'm going to read it in the NLT, which is the New Living Translation, right? And it says, this is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out, right? Time is running out for you Israelites, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. You speckle birds out there as well. They may look like the heathen, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, which makes you an Israelite according to the Bible. Time is running out for you to seek the Lord and to get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for you to kiss the Son. Time is running out, right? That's why when we do these lessons, these epistles, right, when we're out on the highways and the byways prophesying, hey, we always say that time is short, because it is. We're living in a time where, hey, things are about to pick up here in this earth real soon. The Lord is about to turn things up, right? That's why it behoove you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians out there to get right with your power, man. Because, hey, if you think that normality or things are going to get normal here in this place, America, man, if that's your mindset, then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You sadly mistaken. And, hey, you're going to be disappointed, because that ain't what the Lord has in store for this place at all. Only thing the Lord has in store for this place is ultimately miseries upon miseries and ultimately destroying this place from off of the face of the earth. That's what's coming to America, man. But I'll finish reading. It said, this is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed, right? So let me get back into that article, man, right? And we're going to continue to read, right? But it says, Energy executives and analysts are sounding the alarm, warning that the sharp decline in supplies could drive prices higher for gasoline and other petroleum-based products, even if hostilities ease in the near term, right? So they're basically saying that even if everything was to stop, which we know it won't, right, that, hey, the damage is already done. So, hey, you know, the prices of the gas is going to go up. Things are going to get worse, right? This is basically what's coming down the pipeline. And guess what? These things will happen because it's all prophecy. All of these things are written in the Bible to happen here in these latter days. That's what we've been warning you Jakes about, man. Right? As the men of the Lord always prophesied about evils, bad times, right? Which I'm going to bring that out in the book of Jeremiah 28, man. Right? Because the men of the Lord, they always warn the Lord's people, man, of evils, man. Doom and gloom, right? But this is what our people don't like to hear, man. The truth. You see, because Jake, the average Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian man and woman, they don't want to hear that things are going to get worse here in America. They want to believe in this devil, believe in Esau, believe in, you know, the lie that, you know, this place can be healed and that ultimately this place can bounce back or things are going to, you know, get better and take a turn for the better for this place. That's what the majority of our people want to hear. You see, but that ain't the truth. That ain't what the Lord has in store for this place, man, at all. You know, and people are about to see that real soon for themselves, right? As things get worse, which they certainly will, you know. But this is Jeremiah 28:8 KJV. It says, the prophets, right, the men of the Lord that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, right? And of evil, bad times, and of pestilence. So the men of the Lord always prophesied of bad times, man. Right, which nothing is new under the sun. The men of the Lord, which we pray we're those men coming back in the reincarnation into our lots, Lord's willing. We're doing the same thing we did in the ancient world, man. Give the warning to the Lord's people, telling you Israelites that, hey, you haven't seen anything yet, man, that ultimately the sorrows are only going to increase throughout the planet Earth, man. Right, as it tells you in 2nd Esdras chapter 14, which I'll bring that out. And I'll start at verse 13. And it says, now therefore set thine house in order, right? And that's what you Israelites in these times should be doing, man. We're telling our people what they should be doing to ultimately to prepare themselves for these evil times that are approaching, which is, guess what? Getting right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, getting yourself in order, man. Repenting, turning back, sorrowful and remorseful, man, for your wrongful thoughts, sins, and doings, man, right? Fearing the Lord, you know, rehearsing the righteous acts, doing everything you can to the best of your abilities to please Yahweh Yahushua. That's what you Israelites should be doing. You see, that's what the men of the Lord is telling our people to do, man, right? But it says, now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. How are we reproving our people? Through the word, through the scriptures, right? You know, as it tells you in the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1, right? Which I'll bring that out real quick. So bear with me while I pull that up, you know. But this is Isaiah 58, verse 1. And it reads, cry aloud, right? Spare not, right? And that's exactly what the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, starting out with the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone, are doing, man. And the men on down, right? Brothers that are teaching this same doctrine of truth and sincerity that are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. That's what we're doing. We're crying aloud. Sparing not. We're not sparing you Jake's feelings out there, because our people want to hear smooth things. They don't want to hear the truth according to the Bible. They don't want to hear that America is over, that this place is done, that this place is getting ready to be wiped from off the face of the earth. The majority of our people don't want to hear that, because guess what? They love this place, right? But hey, it's not going to end well for this place at all, you see? Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right? And we do that in these videos. We do that when we're out on the highways and the byways, prophesying, making our bodies a living sacrifice, giving warning, right? These are the things that the men of the Lord are doing, right? Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, right? The Lord's people are the Israelites, their transgression, and the house of Jacob, their sins. And that's what we're doing, man. We're telling our people that the things that they're doing, right? You know, they need to turn from those things. You know, Jake out here doing all type of wickedness, you know, celebrating the customs of the heathens, you know, doing all of these various things they shouldn't be doing. We're telling our people that according to the Bible that they shouldn't be doing those things, committing adultery, thinking it's okay to be a sodomite, right? We're telling our people to repent from those things, man, because, hey, if you're not in the spirit of trying to get right with the Lord, hey, you're going to be destroyed, man. That's just the truth of the matter. If you're not trying to repent, turn back to the Lord, fear him, keep his ways to the best of your abilities, you know, hey, you're going to be destroyed, man. And, you know, ultimately, for the majority of our people, that's going to be their lot, you know, in these times that are coming, man. A lot of our people are about to get judged by the Lord right along with these heathens, man, with what's coming down the pipeline, you see, upon this earth, you see. But let me get back into that article, right? Got a little bit more on there left that I'm going to read, right? But getting straight to it, it says, the conflict has disrupted major production and distribution channels, tightening inventories worldwide and intensifying pressure on energy markets already strained by geopolitical tensions, right? Fuel prices at a gas station in Brooklyn, right, which is in New York, right? It said fuel prices at a gas station in Brooklyn were captured amid rising concerns on Monday. Experts highlight that commercial stockpiles have reached critically low levels, leaving limited buffers against further shocks. One energy executive noted the severity, even if the war in Iran ends soon, consumers face more pain. The situation risks compounding economic strain for households with potential ripple effects. And best believe this is going to have a ripple effect, man. Right? Across transportation, manufacturing, and consumer goods, right? Analysts point to the rapid depletion as a key factor that could sustain elevated prices at the pump in the coming weeks and months, regardless of diplomatic breakthroughs, right? So yeah, man, hey, it's only going to get worse, man. That's basically what they're saying, as we've been warning about and telling, right? In the coming weeks, months, you know, you're going to see, you know, prices of gas go up because they're going to be talking about, oh, there's a gas shortage and, you know, we need to, you know, do things like this and that, which, you know, hey, all of this is prophecy, man. The Lord is just bringing miseries upon this place, America, and throughout the world, right? Let me grab the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. And I'll start at verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. You see, and that's exactly what we see happening here in the planet Earth. We don't see anything slacking. Only thing we see is things constantly escalating, things going to the next level. Each day, things are getting worse, man. Right? You look in the news, there's more things happening. Right? Things are just constantly, it's like every time. That's why most people here in America don't even like to watch the news. Right? Because they know that every time they look into the news, they're going to see something that's going to disappoint them. Right? Because these people can't believe that these things are happening. Right? But guess what? It is happening. You know, this is reality. You know? And like I said, hey, you know, the Lord is just getting started with this place, man. You know, we haven't seen anything yet compared to what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is getting ready to do in this earth, man. Right? It's getting ready to get way more terrible than, you know, just, you know, gas prices, right? You know, famines are coming, you know, all type of various different things are going to stem and come down the pipeline, man. And ultimately, you know, this gas shortage is going to play a major part in the things to come as well, because you got to understand that a lot of these cargo boats that deliver a lot of goods from country to country, and these boats and things like that, right? These trucks that deliver, you know, food to gas stations and drop off certain resources and things like that into these stores, they all are fueled by oil and gas. And if they're talking about that it's a shortage of gas, what do you think that's all going to trickle down to, right? So all of this that we see happening is all setting the stage for these evil times to come, you see? And it's clear as day to see, you know. But it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side, man. And that's exactly what we see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua doing, man. The Lord is literally bringing miseries and sorrows upon every side, man, of this earth, right? Over here in the West, and where Babylon and Great America is at, you know, and all throughout the other parts of the earth where these other countries at, they're feeling the squeeze. The Lord is putting the squeeze on all of these countries throughout the earth, man, because we're living in a time of the Lord getting ready to bring great judgment upon this earth, man, right? That's what's getting ready to come down the pipe, right? So let me actually end up grabbing the book of Ezekiel chapter 7, man, right? So bear with me while I type that in real quick, pull it up. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, And I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse 3, man. Right? This is a good chapter. It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways." And this is the time we in, man, where, hey, the Lord is sending these things out. You know, because who you think is the one that's controlling the evil that's going on in the earth? Who you think is ultimately allowing these things to get dished out? Who's doing it? It's the Lord, man. As it tells you in Isaiah 45:7. "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things," right? Amos, the 3rd chapter, verse 6. "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil," right? Bad times in the city, and the Lord have not done it. So everything that you literally see going on throughout planet Earth, the Lord is the one controlling it, man. He's the one allowing these things to happen. He's bringing it, right? It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways." And that's why the Lord is bringing these things, man, because like I said, we're living at a time of judgment, right? It says, "And will recompense upon thee all thine abominations." Verse 4, "And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord." And that's what these people are about to see real soon. They're about to know that ultimately it's the Lord that's doing these things to them when these things come, right? As evils increase upon this planet Earth, trust and believe, these people are going to know that it's the Lord that's bringing down the hammer, right? Verse 5. "Thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come," man, right? And that's the only thing we're going to continue to see come each and every day, man. We're going to continue to see things only increase, man. You know, of course, we sound like a broken record because we say these things every week, you know, but hey, we supposed to. You know, that's our job as being the watchman. We supposed to sound the alarm and give you Israelites warning of what's coming, man, right? And how bad things are about to get out here, because it's about to get terrible, man. Right, you people can keep putting your head under the sand and trying to, you know, not listen to what the men of the Lord is saying and thinking that we're just delusional men talking and all of these things like most of you people think anyway. Hey, but you people gonna know that a prophet have been among you, man. Right, as it tells you in Ezekiel 33, which I'll bring that scripture out as well, because this is what's about to happen. A lot of people are about to have to deal with reality, because that's what a lot of people don't want to deal with in this society here in America, because these people are all living in their own little world that they created in their mind, where they believe that everything is good all the damn time. But no, this place is literally crumbling in front of these people, and yet they still think that there's hope for this place. You see, these people are through, man, you know, and this place, America, is through. Right, but this is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. "And when this cometh to pass," right, what is that talking about? The prophecies, right? All hell breaking loose. America economy collapsing, because you best believe that that war going on over there is definitely putting a strain on America's economy, especially with the oil. Man, I mean, hey, this place, America, you know, and it's all by design. We all know that, because ultimately we know that they got to crash this system anyway, because the digital system has to be brought in, which is ultimately going to bring forth the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So everything we see happening is all by design. It's all prophecy, man. You see? But again, Ezekiel 33 and 33, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come," right? What does it say in the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3? "For the vision," right, which are the prophecies, "is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry." Right? And hey, we living in a time of seasons of, hey, these visions, these prophecies no longer tarrying. Right? We see the writing on the wall of what's getting ready to happen. Even the average Joe that are not even in the truth, these people see what's getting ready to come down the pipe. Right? That's why you got so many of these Edomites, so many other different people making videos, you know, of, you know, them feeling as though something bad is about to happen in America. Because these people can feel it. You know, the tension is in the air. You know, the Lord has, you can feel that spirit of judgment lingering over this place, man. Because that's what's getting ready to get poured out. You know, it says, "Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." So that's what you unbelievers out there, right? You 2/3 of our people, right? People are about to see these things, right? Those men out there that were on the highways and the byways risking their lives to teach this gospel in truth and sincerity. You're about to know that those were the true men of the Lord, starting out with the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone, and the men that teach the same doctrine that follow them. You're going to know who the true men of the Lord were when everything that we've been warning you about for years comes, which these things are about to manifest themselves, man, right? So let me go to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16, man. We're going to go back to that chapter, right? Because, hey, we bring these chapters out a lot because, hey, these are the times we're living in, right? Second Ezra chapter 15, 16, chapter 5, right? Chapter 8. I mean, hey, all of these things are coming to pass, man, coming to life right in front of our eyes, man. Right? It's clear as day to see, that these are the times we're in, right? But this is Second Ezra 16. In verse, I'll read verse 8 and move on down. Verse 8, it says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Yeah, so all of these things, as I said earlier, that we see happening in this earth, it's the Lord that's breaking it, man. Right? Verse 17, woe is me who will deliver me in those days, right? And this is our forefather Esdras receiving a vision that was given to him, from the Lord by the angel Uriel. The Lord sent the angel Uriel to give, Esdras this vision, right? And our forefather Esdras, he ultimately saw, the latter days, man, the times we're in now. He's seen all hell breaking loose. He's seen people out here fighting over resources, because that's what's getting ready to come, man. Hey, these American people, right, and these people worldwide, they're getting ready to be fighting over resources, food, water. That's what's getting ready to come, man. Right, as it tells you in let me grab that real quick and I'll come back. Second Ezra 8 and 50. I gotta bring that out, right? Because these people here in Babylon the Great America are extremely proud, and that's why the Lord is about to bring a great humbling to these damn people, right? Second Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And what do you see here in this place, America, running rampant? That spirit of pride. People arrogant as hell. People full of themselves, pompous, high-minded. Right? That's the spirit that runs rampant through the streets of Babylon. Right? And that's why the Lord is about to bring such pain to these people, man. Because the Lord despises pride, man. As it tells you in Proverbs, the 6th chapter, man. Those are one of the things the Lord hates is pride, man. And these people are just oozing with pride. But hey, they're getting ready to be humbled, which these people are already being humbled by everything that's already happening in this place with the mass job layoffs, due to AI coming in and replacing a lot of these people and taking their jobs and their positions, right? People not being able to pay their bills, feed their families, people sleeping in cars, homelessness at an all-time high, right? But that's all small. That's minute. It's only going to get worse, man. You see? Back in 2nd Ezra 16, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows, which that's where we're at. We're in the beginning of sorrows, man, right? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. All these things are coming. Right? The beginning of wars, right? Race wars, civil wars, class wars, people fighting over food, World War III. All of this is about to be evident soon. All of these things are about to be known, right? All of these things are about to be manifest, right? It says, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come, right? And for the elect, which we call ourselves the hopeful elect, hey, we're going to trust in the Lord. That's all we can do is put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua and pray that the Lord has mercy on us. That's all we can do, man, right? But this is verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, right? And angels are sent as scourges for a minute, right? And that's why the Lord is about to ultimately bring these things, man, as a punishment, right, for the wickedness that's ultimately running rampant throughout the earth. That's why these times are coming upon this earth, especially here to America, man. The Lord is about to bring great, punishments upon these people for their wickedness, man, right? Because this place, America, is a cesspool of wickedness, man. Wickedness is running so rampant here in this place, right? As it tells you in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, man, which I got to bring that out, right? And this is how we know that the Lord is getting ready to bring the judgment, man, because only thing you got to do is look at the behavior of the people, man, right? And as it's going to tell you in this chapter, I'm finna read, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, right? It tells you, right, which I'll just read it. There's know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, right? And this is the spirit of these American people, right? You go outside your house, you look at these American people, how they behave themselves, how they live their lives. It is all based around these characteristics that I'm listing. That's in the scriptures. That's how we know the Lord is getting ready to judge these people, knowing that, he's getting ready to put an end, right? It tells you that the sins of this place has reached into the heavens, man. Hey, the Lord is tired of this damn place, man. And honestly, we're tired of it as well, right? But it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, right? Blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's exactly what you see, you know? And this is why a famine is coming. This is why great death, great judgment is getting ready to get unleashed, right? This is why, the Lord is about to do what he's about to do, man, because of all of the wickedness. You see? Let me go back to 2nd Ezra 16. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right? So here it is. Yeah, with all of this stuff that you see happening throughout the planet Earth, you would think that a majority of our people will be trying to repent and turn to the Lord, seeing that things are worsening. But guess what? Our people are not trying to turn back for the majority of them. Jake is getting more wicked, man. Right? That's why the Lord is about to intensify things, man. You see? It says, behold, victuals, which goes into food, resources, right? Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, right? And that's going on right now, because the majority of, these American people believe in their mind that, just because they can go to the store, get them a pack of bread and water bottles and all of this stuff now that's in their food stores and on these shelves, they believe that is always going to be there, right? They don't think that things are going to get worse. They don't believe that they're going to walk in the store and there's not going to be any food. They believe in their mind the illusion that everything that they see around them is going to stay the way it is. These people are living in a damn fantasy world, man. They're not living in reality, right? That's why when these things really do, take effect and people really see that, oh man, when people really start to see, that this place is finished, hey, these people going to bug out. That's why you're going to have so many people in these times losing their mind. You're going to have people behaving so crazy in these times, people looting, people unaliving people. Hey, it's going to be that bad because, hey, once the reality sets in that, hey, this place is done. Because a lot of these people, they see things getting worse in America, but they still believe, in their mind that, maybe things in this place is going to turn around. That's what a lot of these people hope are, or what they hope for this place to turn around and for stuff to get better. Because they still love this place, speaking for the 2/3 of our people and the heathen. They want to see this place get back better. But guess what? It ain't going to happen, it ain't, you see? But it says, verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's exactly what's going to happen, right? Why these people thinking everything is good and everything is, kumbaya, and while they're out here still in the spirit of mirth, partying, celebrating, partying like it's 1999, right? Things are going to ultimately continue to grow and get worse throughout the planet Earth, man. You see? So yeah, man, hey, these are the times we're in, man, right? And hey, things are definitely about to get worse soon, as we always say, and that's why for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians out there, you should be wanting to get right with your power, man, while you got time, because time is short, man. You see, as I brought out in that article, man, you're about to start seeing these prices skyrocket at these pumps in the next coming days, weeks, man. So things are about to take effect real quick, man. You see, these things we've been warning about and telling our people about, man. Trust me, Jake believe in their mind, oh, man, that's going to happen 1,000 years from now. That stuff that y'all been saying, I don't think it's going to happen, right? Hey, a lot of you people about to be sad real soon, man. Reality is about to hit you people directly in the face, you see. But let me actually go to that real quick, and I'll end it out with this. This is Ezekiel, the 12th chapter, man. Right? Got to bring this out. And I'll start at verse 21. Right? And it says, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, verse 22, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? And that's exactly what our people think, right? You Jakes out there, that's why the majority of our people are still in that spirit of mirth, partying, living life without a care in the world, because, hey, they don't believe in the things that we're telling them about according to the Bible, that the Lord's prophets is given to them, about, all hell getting ready to break loose, and all things getting ready to take a turn for the worse here in America and throughout the planet Earth. Jake don't believe these things are coming. They believe that these prophecies will not come to pass in their lifetime. Majority of our people will tell you, well, I do believe that's going to happen, but I think it'll happen long after I'm gone, or 20, 30, 40 years or 100 years from now. Jake always likes to try to push these things off like it's going to happen a long time from now. But no, we're living in the time of these things happening right now. It won't be, a long period of time from now. No, as Lord Yahushua said in Matthew 24:34, man. Right? Verily, verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled, man. Right? We're that generation that's going to see these things happen, man. The RFID, the mark of the beast being implemented, all hell breaking loose. Right? We're that generation that's going to see these things, man. And it's clear as day to see, But this is verse 23, which is the point. And it says, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease. And that's what the Lord is about to do. All of the unbelievers out there, all of you jakes out there, right, that think that what we're telling you about according to the Bible is madness or it's crazy or we're making these things up. Hey, the Lord is about to close you people's mouth, you unbelievers, right, you scoffers, you damn heathens out there. All of you people are about to come face to face with prophecy, man, that you people don't believe in. You're about to see, just how real the Bible is, man. You see that everything that's written in these scriptures that we've been telling you, Jakes, about, that, hey, these things were real, man. And that's what you people are about to see, firsthand, Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision, right? Which, as I said earlier, the vision going into the prophecies. And we're living in a time where all these prophecies that we've been warning our people about and telling you, Jakes, about, that's getting ready to come to this place, chaos, anarchy, things like that, that is getting ready to manifest itself, You see? So, yeah, man, you see, hey, time is short, man, as we constantly say, it definitely is. So, with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this lesson be edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there that may come across it. Just building off of that article that I came across. So, with that being said, we're going to end this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, the great millstone that rule well and teach well while I learn the truth. The 100% truth according to the Bible. Till the next time, I'm going to say, Kwam Yasharallah and Shalom to the Lord's elect. Shalom.